What's up, guys? Game of the Year is coming out. We've got our voting to do. We've got 31 votes to cast here. Game of the Year. A lot of huge titles, a lot of really cool awards and categories here. So I'm going to give my thoughts, run through them. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you agree, if you disagree, if you have a wild guess or prediction on your end. But let's start it and kick it off. So Game of the Year, I think is honestly... I think it's going to be Baldur's Gate. However, for what I voted for, and I know a lot of people in our community and a lot of people have loved this game, Spider-Man 2. I know it got a ton of hate, but I think Baldur's Gate wins just because of all the love that it's gotten. Your own direction, pick where you want to go, which I think is really cool. Spider-Man 2, kind of very similar to what we had in Spider-Man 1, Super Mario Wonder, kind of like an Odyssey. Tears of the Kingdom didn't blow anyone away like Breath of the Wild did. So I think it goes to Baldur's Gate again. I think that one is pretty obvious. It's a huge game. A ton of people have been doing things within it, so one makes sense. Best narrative, storytelling. This one again, I vote just because I loved the story of Spider-Man 2. I think they did a good job with it. I don't know Baldur's Gate well enough. I know the story is phenomenal. But I think Spider-Man 2 is probably it. And you're right, I'm doing myself a disservice by not knowing Alan Wake 2. But I'm going Spider-Man because I love Spider-Man. Art direction. This is where it can get interesting, right? Creative or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. I'm going out on a limb here. I loved Hi-Fi Rush. I loved the graphics of it. And I love this type of graphics. Like when I watch anime or when I watch any show like this stuff, this is one of the reasons why Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse stood out so much to me. Like, absolutely loved just the art style of it. Now, this is weird, right? Best score in music, right? So what did they have music-wise? I say Final Fantasy because I love Final Fantasy music. The boss fights, like the music that they play in the background, always does such a good job. And it's been something that Final Fantasy has done for ever. And I would say this because the Spider-Man soundtrack wasn't that good. It doesn't live up to like Into the Spider-Verse and everything. And obviously, like, huge Spider-Man fan, right? Like, I don't think it's right anything that we aren't aware of here. If you've been here before, we've had the conversation. It's come up like, hi, Peter Parker right here, dog, Peter Parker, right? So like, I think it's pretty obvious here. But audio design, in-game audio, it's a little bit different. I'm going to go bias here just because I don't have too much insight on that. Best performance. Oh, this is a good one. Voice acting. Cameron Monaghan. Yuri. I'm not giving, no. I'm not giving, no. Nope. I'm not giving Spider-Man this one. I'm a sucker for Idris Elba. I really am. The man can do no wrong. Wait, you say Yuri? I'm going Idris. I'm a huge Idris Elba fan. That's who I'm going with. Innovation in accessibility. Oh, this is tough. Pushing the medium forward, adding features and technologies and content to help the games be playable and enjoyed by a wider audience. Right off the bat, I want to go Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter because they've released so many different vehicles to play the game, right? From different like fight sticks, things like that for people who may not be able to maneuver a controller or have the ability to play on a mouse and keyboard. But same thing with like Forza, right? Like you can give them a wheel, you can do different things and have that go, but it it's just one of those things like I don't know where I would go if I would go Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, but I feel like Street Fighter is probably the move I would make here. Based off of like just the different ways of allowing people to play. Games for impact. Thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Ooh. I'm gonna go Terra Nil because it has deer. And that's terrible. Outstanding development of ongoing content involves the player experience over time. Apex Legends? Nah. No. Absolutely not. Homie. No. There's no fucking way. They don't care about us. Cyberpunk's done a lot. I've heard a lot of good things, but Fortnite is it right now. It's hard to compete with bringing back all of the player base from like what we had. Biggest community support. Recognize a game for community support, transparency, responsiveness, and inclusive social media activity, games, updates, and patches. I'm gonna say Cyberpunk. Because Cyberpunk went from like kind of this joke of like what we've seen and what they've been lacking and how awful that intro was to like actually doing a pretty good job of things. No Man's Sky's done a lot. I keep hearing people talk about it. I would say Destiny, there's no way because we pretty much just dropped the game at this point because we're getting ready for whatever the next is, but we don't even hear anything about it anymore. I'm gonna go No Man's Sky because I feel like they've been around for so long. Best independent game. I am going Dave the Diver because I watched one person play this and I thought it was hilarious. And it was just different. Best debut indie game? I don't know, but you give me a game called Pizza Tower is, what? Dave the Diver isn't an indie game? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, best mobile game? Here we go. Marvel Snap. I'm going Final Fantasy because I know Purpose played it. Seen people talk about it. Best augmented or virtual reality? Horizon. Absolutely, Horizon. Best action game? Armored Core, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner, Hi-Fi Rush, Remnant 2. The Dead Island quite literally came and went in the matter of a week. Ghost Runner, though, I played the first Ghost Runner, and that was like exceptional combat. And I'm a sucker for sword fighting. Best action and adventure, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. All right, here's what's difficult. Combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Spider-Man has the traversal combat. The puzzles were mediocre. They were very easy, but like I know Zelda has puzzles, but I don't know about like traversal and combat. And you could customize how Spider-Man fought, what powers that he had. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, best RPG? I mean, again, I think this is obvious. I think Baldur's Gate's going to sweep a lot of categories. Best fighting game. All-Star Brawl 2? I go Mortal Kombat. Best family game? Pikmin 4? I think it's not Spider-Man. Party Animals. So many people have... This is like... kind of similar to like a Fall Guys. More fun. Like, all ages can play it. That's a great game. Ooh. I love Pikmin. However, Advanced Wars 1 and 2, I grew up loving. Like the simulation, like the turn-based strategy. That's a nostalgic pick for me. Sports and racing? I have to go Forza. Hot Wheels 2 is not winning a sports or a realistic game. Best multiplayer. I'm gonna be honest. Didn't even know that Mario or Baldur's Gate had multiplayer, but the fact that I see people coming together to play Party Animals, like that's built for multiplayer. I'm going with that. Ooh. This may be the hardest one. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. We are going to argue and we are going to fight about this one because this is a fact, right? Castlevania Nocturne was close. I don't think that it is there. I think that that is number 3 on this list. I think Twisted Metal is number 4 because Twisted Metal, that was my game growing up. I loved it. I got grounded for playing it. The fact that they have Sweet Tooth Thumper, some people are in it, but it's impossible to do a 1-to-1. So they're not doing that. That's 4. I'm sorry. Castlevania is 5. Twisted Metal is 4. Super Mario Bros. Is 3. I loved the movie. I thought it was great. Authentically adapts the video game to another entertainment medium? I don't think so. Last of Us is 2. And I will tell you why. Because Gran Turismo was based off a true story. It was based off the game. It brought everything in. It did such a good job. People will riot. But Gran Turismo is the best adaptation from a video game to another entertainment medium. Ship it. That's it. It is a fact. Most anticipated game? I feel like it's Final Fantasy. Hades too, because a lot of people loved Hades. But people know what they're getting with Final Fantasy. That's about to be it. Oh shit. Content Creator of the Year. Okay, I know the name Iron Mouse. I don't know People Make Games. I don't know Quackity. I don't know Spreen. Are these the only people? And I know Cypher, and I don't want to vote for Cypher. But I feel like I have to? Well, hold on. Pot made an important and positive impact on the community. He did open that, like, warehouse that they're using to do content creator stuff. I think I just have to go off of relevance here. And I hate that because I feel like the other people probably do really good stuff. Sports Game of the Year. ESports? ESports Game of the Year. Okay. Not League. Not PUBG Mobile. I don't want to say not Dota because, like, I'm ignorant in this situation of, like, I don't know Dota. Valorant's been huge. But, like, I feel like Counter-Strike 2 was really made a big shift of a lot of people moving to stuff. I feel like it may also be the fact that people can unbox skins worth, $170,000 and, like, people will pay for it. But I feel like Counter-Strike 2 has made its kind of, like, trajectory go up. Oh, I think I go Counter-Strike. Yeah. Best pro sports athlete? Faker, Ziwu, Demon One, Hydra, Ruler, the CEO. I mean, I think this is pretty obvious. We're not choosing. We're choosing the guy who looks like Mr. Bean and Sheldon had a baby. This is the man we're choosing. Bah. This is the guy. You may know the face, but you probably know the voice. I need light ammo. What are you doing? We should be smoking dicks. Like, that's what he does. He yells for light ammo. He screams at his teammates. It's the guy. If you're named the CEO of your game, that's it, right? He was also holding a trophy in his picture. What? All right, so now we go best esports team, not the full organization, just the team. Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, Gaimin, JD, Team Vitality. I actually don't know, so this is kind of a throwaway. I feel like I go Fnatic. Or JD Gaming. I'm going JD Gaming. The only league on there. Best esports coach. Where's Raven? Christine Potter, Zonik, Gunba. Don't even know how to say that, homie. I'm going to be honest. Because Potter is a female esports coach, and that is fucking possible to do, I'm sure, and the amount of scrutiny that she gets, 100% like full sending that I hope she gets that. Because I can only imagine being one, a female professional esports player, but being a coach, nah, that's got to be hell on earth. Best esports event. I feel like it's Dota. Because that's everywhere. I see it literally everywhere. I'm going Dota just because I know it's huge outside. That's it. I think we're right. Clean sweep. Those are my votes. Count it. That's it. We did it. Clip it and ship it, Ice. Now, Ice, what are you mad at me about? What did I do wrong? What did I do?